Good morning, sports fans. You're in the cheap seats with Kirby and Kirby this morning.
You are correct, sir. Yes.
It's got a pretty good ring to it. Loyd Kirby, Scott Kirby here with you, broadcasting live from the Lincoln Christian Village here in Lincoln. It's Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, and skilled senior living and healthcare services, including dementia care. Phone Kara at 217-732-2189 for a private consultation and for a tour of the campus. Good morning, Loyd.
Good morning.
You had the I guess opportunity last night to drive all the way up to Chatham and set in a storm, a lightning storm.
Yes, I did.
The Lincoln-Rather football game was canceled until today, 11 a.m. Were they going to try to get that game in last night and just kind of – because I know the whole area, they pushed the game back hour and a half. Finally, it was to the point where let's just cancel it and, play the games today.
Right. At Chatham, it looked like they weren't really – it looked like that wasn't going to be an option because when I got there a little bit after 6 o'clock, it was a 7 o'clock game kickoff time. They weren't even letting people into the stadium. Everyone was in their cars. They weren't letting people in just in case they would have to evacuate. As you said, there was obviously lightning in the area, lots of rain. When I walked up and talked to someone who looked important, they had on a name badge, and they were in the ticket booth area. There were reports of high winds and roofs being whipped off in a small town right around Chatham.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one. And then I saw on Twitter there was one of the schools got hit. Was it Virginia, I believe, or somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Ripped the roof right off the school, I guess.
Yeah, so they, as I said, no one was in the stadium. They were keeping everyone in the car. And then the IHSA has the lightning rule where, is it, you have to wait 30 minutes?
30 minutes after you see the first sign of lightning.
Right.
And, it went on all night. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And, why take a chance and put those kids in that danger and, just call it, everybody go home, and we'll do it again today.
Do it again today.
It's going to be a crazy day today. Jim, Big Daddy Jim, and Laura, the prize girl, from the Lincoln Country Morning Show Drive, they will be at the 30th Annual Kenny Fall Festival. So they'll be over there. You and the crew for the football game will be at Chatham.
Yes.
So anybody wanting to listen to the game today, there will be some brief interruptions as Jim does the report from Kenny. Then they'll bring it back to you guys over there for the game. You will be filming, so you'll be able to catch all that live and the full video online and on Channel 5 at a later date.
Dude, we haven't filmed for we're digital now. We're upgrading.
So it's the same thing, isn't it? Digital filming.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I heard a rumor that Jim was going to be the Grand Marshal over at that Kenny Fall Festival.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to confirm it, but I heard that last night.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on today. There's youth football going today at Eaton Fields. That starts at 9:30. I think there's about 4 games over there. And then something I just found out about the other day, my son's participating in it with him and a couple buddies. There's a 3-on-3 tournament over here at the church by the Elks. I can't think of the church's name, but they're having a big 3-on-3 tournament over there. So I'm sure there'll be several kids over there participating in that. Registration's at 9:30, so if you want to play some 3-on-3 today, get over there, get signed up. It's a pretty neat little deal. So
if you don't find something to do today, then it's because you aren't trying.
Yeah, and it's going to be a cool day. Past couple of days been pretty steamy hot. Now it looks like it's going to cool off, and it should be a good day to be outside and go watch some football in Chatham or stay here in Lincoln or get your yard work done before it snows.
Get your Christmas lights down.
They're down.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to put them back up. Should just left them up. I told you guys. And I don't have to worry about it.
You didn't get them down late. You just had them up early for next season.
That's right. Yeah. Joe, obviously he's not here with us today because they have a game. 11 o'clock kickoff. Pre-game start about 10:30, Jim? 45. Huh? 5 till? Well, it's all up in the air today. It's
just keep your dial on WLCN all day.
Yeah. Phone lines are open. The phone that we're using today is 871-4930. That's 871-4930. So if you want to call in and talk any sports, give us a call. It's going to be a shortened program today. We're going to cut it short about 9:45. So Loyd,
quarter till. I thought it was quarter after.
Quarter. Well, we got 6 more minutes.
All
then.
right. Well, that's all right. We can stretch it out.
Yeah, we got to have time for Loyd to pack up his camera, his digital camera.
Thank you very much.
And Loyd and Jim pack up his laptop and the 15,000 foot of cord that we have
I think
to get set up.
Get some candy to throw out in the parade and things like that. So.
Yeah, he's got to wear a cowboy hat while you're doing it.
He is a cowboy.
So
on Steel Horse he rides.
Big Daddy Jim. Yep. So a lot going on today. So if you're listening to 96.3, bear with them. There'll probably be a little bit of confusion trying to cut into you guys and then back to the Fall Festival over there at Kenny.
Jim is a seasoned professional. He will handle it.
They won't miss a beat. Well, that's Paula back at the station, right?
True.
She'll be doing all the cutting in, cutting out. So
right.
Paula's going to earn her money today. So hopefully she packed a lunch because it sounds like she's going to be there a while.
Yeah, could be a long day.
Another thing we got coming up, Loyd, our 2nd annual Fantasy Football Challenge.
Yes.
Next Saturday at 1 o'clock at Logan Lane's Family Fun Center.
You are correct, sir.
Now, yes, I know it's a week after the season starts, but boy, I'm glad we didn't schedule that for today because it wouldn't have happened. So, it's a week after the season starts, but, with everything going on, Balloon Fest and other things, it's just about the only weekend we could find free to do it. It is free to get in. We're going to take the first 10 teams. We've already got some sign-ups. We still have a few spots left. So give us a call here, and if you want to get in the league.
If people, how do they let us know?
Well, you can email lincolncountry@yahoo.com. Is that right, Jim?
Yes.
lincolncountry@yahoo.com. Let them know that you want in. You can also email cheapseats963 cheapseats963@gmail.com and let me know, or give us a call if you see one of us on the street. Say, hey, I want in. We're going to take the top 10,
or send us a tweet.
So tweet. You can tweet Loyd
at WLCN Sports.
Absolutely, and he stays on top of that. So you got several ways of communication to get to us if you want in. It is free. We will have some good prizes again this year. Just talked to Jeff number 2 earlier. Jake's gonna provide some type of furniture, not sure what, and there will be another TV involved.
Oh, very nice.
So we don't know when. That's really all the details we have right now. And then we'll probably do the winner each week with points. We'll get a pizza from Stuffteria.
Sounds like a good deal.
And it's free.
No cost to participate. So
come out to the Boyne Alley next Saturday. Order you some lunch, some beverages, draft a team, have a good time.
Got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Exactly. And ask the guys last year that won. That's pretty good prizes.
Oh yeah.
Even if you were in a paid league.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to go buy a piece of furniture for what you're going to win in a league.
You are correct, sir.
I like that. You're gonna have to be my sidekick and go just walk around wherever I go.
Whenever we have a show and I've got maybe a minute to know that I'm going to be your co-host, that's about what you get.
That's all right. You've done this before. You know what you're doing. And Jake, he had something to do today. He called me last night, and I think he's going to try to call in a little bit later. Joe said he would try to call. Football team's probably scrambling right now. Maybe a little confusion on. They drive all the way over there. They're probably sitting in the bus waiting to play.
Yep.
So you're getting all excited all day to play a football game. You get there, and you kind of just lose that mojo, I guess.
Yeah, you sit around and wait for a while, and then you get the disappointment.
So are they going to have does the JV play on Saturdays or freshmen? How are they going to do that? Are the freshmen going to play after?
I did not hear those arrangements.
Okay.
All I heard was the varsity start time was 11 today. So perhaps if we have a assistant coach call us.
Yeah, Joe, give us a call. Let us know when that Saturday game is going to be played. They may not even know.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Could move it to a weeknight, or who knows?
Who knows?
Plus, I'm not sure how much rain they actually got there. I'm not sure how wet the field is. I mean, I imagine it drains well, but I don't know if they'd want to put 2 games on there on a Saturday after a big rain last
Yeah,
night?
I wouldn't think so. So maybe they'll play at a different location because their junior high field, which is their old high school field, is a phenomenal field
Right,
too. I know that's where JFL plays, and
very nice.
that's a really nice field, and that's just that's what the junior high kids play on. So maybe they'll move it over there. I don't know. That's all speculation. Maybe we can get that confirmed. If Joe may not even be out of bed yet.
Well, hopefully he's on the road, or at least close to being on the road.
Well, yeah, it is 9:14. Yeah, they should be on the road, but we'll see. And it's going to be a tough game against Chatham. Chatham lost their first game against Decatur MacArthur.
Right.
So they're
welcome to the Central State 8.
Yeah. Those Decatur schools. Some the Central State 8 schools thought, well, that's just another 2 teams that we're going to win.
Right. A couple more wins on the total.
Well, no, MacArthur sounds like they're the real deal. Eisenhower is supposed to play Sacred Heart Griffin. Last night, kind of reading through some tweets, the rumor was that they might move the game to Springfield.
Right. Yeah, I did see that on Twitter.
I don't know. That's kind of. I don't know if Eisenhower would go for that or not, but I guess if their field's, not in a good condition to play.
Right. That's exactly right.
SHG, they don't want to put their kids in that kind of environment. And,
sure.
Maybe somebody get hurt, twist an ankle, or boy, that'd be a shame.
Yes.
But yeah, so I don't know. That's about what's going on today.
What's going on today? Next week we'll be at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. And then after that, as you mentioned, move over to Logan Lanes and fantasy football, second annual fantasy football draft taking place next Saturday, September 13th.
That's right. Well, Lloyd, let's take a quick commercial break. We come back, we'll talk some Major League Baseball and the kickoff of NFL.
We can do that.
A good game. Well, it wasn't much of a game Thursday night, especially if you're a Packer fan.
Right.
So, we'll come back. We'll talk about that. We got about another half hour. We're going to cut out of here short so everybody can get to their places they need to be today. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM and streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com.
That band.
Foreigner?
You are correct.
Yeah.
Urgent.
Welcome back. You're in the Cheap Seats with Kirby and Kirby. That's like Mike and Mike on ESPN. It's Kirby and Kirby on the Cheap Seats.
I'm okay with that.
I'm going to have to kick Joe out. I'm going to have to put Joe on the digital camera and let him tape. What do you call it? Record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he could change his name to Kirby.
Yeah? Well, we don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't want to claim him. But, Lloyd, you just got some information on a tweet about the game, the sophomore game for today.
And again, this is not confirmed, but it is likely going to be moved to Monday. The sophomore game that was scheduled for 10 o'clock this morning will likely be moved to Monday. But again, that is not confirmed, and that's actually the Glenwood football Twitter account that I saw that on. And again, not confirmed, but looks like it will be played during the week.
So, and then obviously that's going to move the freshman game Monday to a later date, assuming Tuesday. But like Lloyd said, that is not confirmed. It's just
all speculation at this point.
The tweet that was out there. And usually if it's on the internet, it's true.
Oh, absolutely.
So if it's a tweet or Facebook, it's pretty,
well, I don't know if you want to say that because I just sent out a tweet from the at WLCN Sports Twitter account asking about Major League Baseball, asking who's going to win the NL Central. Look at what this guy says. Cardinals for sure. Louis Schonauer.
Well, I tell you what.
You want to take issue with that?
You Cardinal fans should be thanking us Cub fans.
That's a good point, yeah.
We just knocked the pants off of Milwaukee. And I think before the season started with Milwaukee, you guys only had about a 1 or 2 game lead. Pushed it up to 4. Milwaukee finally won a game last night against the Cardinals. I think they lost 9 or 10 in a row.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch. Yeah.
So they're back in the win column, and I think Cardinals are 3 games up now on them for the lead. How many games are left? Can't be too many. Maybe about 20 or so. There's only about 3 or 4 weeks.
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe a few more. But yeah, the baseball season coming down, to the end, and
about 22 games left.
22
for 20 to 22, depending on.
And I know we say this year in, year out, but Cub fans, you have something to look forward to for next year. This is an exciting team to watch.
Yeah, it sure looks like it.
And went down to St. Louis last weekend and took two out of 4. Kind of split that. Could have easily took 3 out of 4, but there we go. You there?
And we have a caller.
Caller? No, somebody was there. I think we hung up on him. That sounded like Jake. So call back in, Jake. But yeah, it's exciting, and we got some young players. As I'm on the team.
You do have a lot of influence in the day-to-day operations.
The Cubs. They have some young kids on there. They got some offense.
Well, they're starting to see to reap the benefits of those trades they made earlier.
Absolutely,
with Samardzija and some of the other players.
But Lloyd, they're going to be in a situation where they have too many players with not enough spots to fill. So
right.
What do? You trade some of those young kids for some high caliber pitching?
That's kind of what I've been seeing, or maybe there's lots. Again, it's kind of like the tweet about the sophomore game. It's all speculation at this point, but you're right. They've got kind of a logjam at a few positions, and from what I've been seeing online, it looks like that the prevailing speculation is that they're going to flip some players, move some players for some pitching, and bolster their rotation, and between the young players they've got now in the position players and bring in some pitching, barring injury, which
right.
Of course is true for any team. Looks like they are on an upward trend. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean we don't get to talk Cubs baseball a whole lot because there's nothing really to talk about, but I'm excited, and if you're a Cub fan, you should be excited. Boy, they brought Jorge Soler up. He's played about 9 games, and he has either hit a extra hit, or
he's got an extra base hit of some kind, and we're trying to get callers here.
I got Joe on my phone, so I'm gonna answer this real quick.
All right, you go ahead.
You talk about your Phillies. What happened the other day?
Boy,
he hung up.
All right, he hung up. But I know last night the Phillies had an exciting game in Washington. Looked like they were going to get the pants beat off of them again. I think they were down 7-1 at one point. Kept pecking away. Carlos Ruiz hit a home run in the 9th inning. Then with 2 strikes, with 2 outs, Ben Revere, who has a grand total of 1 major league home runs, hit a home run in Washington, tied the game up 7-7, and then in extra innings, the Phillies plated a few more runs and held off Washington and came away with a victory. And Jake Diekman, a hard-throwing left-hander, got the win. John Papelbon, still getting the job done, picked up the save. So much to the chagrin of my wife, because every time we have the Major League Sports package on our television, every time we sit down to watch the game, it seems like 99% of the time it goes into extra innings, which is not. I look at it as bonus baseball. She looks at it as, oh man, again.
So you have the MLB package, so
correct.
You get every game.
Right.
Do you get the NFL package?
No, just Major League.
So you're a big baseball fan. Do you get into NFL at all? And who's your team?
Well, it's kind of a contradiction. Yeah, I like the NFL, but my team is Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which sometimes they're NFL. Past few years, not quite up to par, but hopefully Lovie Smith is going to turn it around.
They're talking about that's going to be one of the teams to beat this year in that division. And
it should be a tough division, that NFC South.
I'm anxious to see how Josh McCown does.
Yeah,
how he handles a starting position at quarterback, and at Chicago he's just a backup.
Right.
He came in and was very successful in that role and filled in for Cutler when he was hurt. But now it's his team, so is he going to be able to grasp that and run with it? And they got some solid players over there at Tampa Bay. Doug Martin. Doug Martin.
We've got all kinds of mayhem going on with the phone lines.
Well, the phone lines aren't working.
Yeah, so I just got a text from Jake saying he was trying to call and wasn't able to get through. So Looks like it's you and me, kid.
Right. Well, we've only got 15 more minutes here, but Joe was trying to call in. We've got equipment all over the place with stuff going on today. The football guys have our regular phone.
Right.
So we're not able to patch in to our equipment. So, this kind of just throwing us together last minute, with Mother Nature kind of put a stranglehold on of our plans. So we got to regroup. And
yeah, exactly.
So it's just going to be us today. You want to? Well, you can't call in. But if you can tweet,
hop on Twitter.
Tweet us. Lloyd's taking care of that right now, and something you want to talk about in the sports world. One thing I just saw, I was reading a little bit ago, Lloyd. Just kind of change gears. I do read a little bit. The NCAA, they're just so petty, and they got to have their hands on everything. They're seriously considering recruiting violations for UConn girls basketball coach because he called Monet Davis,
the little league
pitcher, the girl, right, and congratulated her. There was no recruiting talk. She's 13 years old, and so there might be sanctions against the UConn program for that. Now, how crazy is that?
It looks like someone needs something a little bit more to do. They're looking at something like that.
They're making millions and millions of dollars off these programs, and one phone call, you're going to put recruiting violations on a coach for. So what are you going to do? Didn't the president call her?
I believe so, yeah.
I mean she's been all over. How great would it be to be Monet Davis right now?
Oh, yeah. She was, I believe there's a video online when she was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
That was last night.
Yeah. Took some swings against her.
Yeah, she threw some wiffle ball practice to Jimmy Fallon, and they even brought in her catcher, a little dude, so he got a little TV time.
FaceTime on the television.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, she's living it up right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then the NCAA, they want to get their hands in here and try to, strong arm them. And
just let her be a kid. Let her enjoy it.
Who cares? If I got a call from a winning coach, one of the winningest coaches all time in basketball, that would be awesome. But it's, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Usually my opinion's right.
Yeah. With a name like Kirby.
That's right.
You got to expect
you're never wrong. Never wrong. Some other news going along in the sports world. Ron Washington from the Rangers. We're kind of just going back and forth there. He resigns as the coach at Texas.
I saw that. For Texas Rangers.
Don't know why. I don't know if it's health issues or what.
Well, he said he was tending to an off-field personal issue.
Okay.
But that was as much...
maybe them being about 31 games out of first had something to do with it?
Could be. I mean, you certainly can't be fun to be on
no,
that far out of the race.
And especially when, 2 or 3 years ago, they're at the top.
They were one of the elite teams in all of baseball.
They just kind of, I don't know what happened there. People getting old, losing players, because of contracts and all that other good stuff.
Yep, absolutely. And people getting old, I can relate to that being a Phillies fan. So,
yeah.
Another reply on Twitter: who's going to win the National League Central? Zach Eimer said Cardinals.
Cardinals has got to be the top runner right now. With you say about 22 games left. There's still a big series going on right now between the Cardinals and the Brewers today, tomorrow. So, if the Cardinals can come away with 2 victories, put them up about 5 games, or it could go down to 1 game. That could be a big swing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a pivotal series for both teams.
Now, I was at the never seen this, you see this all the time. Well, not all the time, but usually when it happens, you know about it. I was at the game last Friday, Cubs Cards, and we were about 9 rows up on the third base line. And we're sitting there watching the game. All of a sudden, we hear people start going crazy. We look down. There's a guy stripped down to his underwear. I mean, probably from me to, I don't know, a little farther than Jim. Stripped down to his underwear, took off on the field. Now, you could tell this guy had a few beverages because when he started running, he couldn't run in a straight line, and he ran about maybe 10, 15 yards, and you could see he's getting ready to biff because he can't stand up straight, and he takes a nosedive, and then everybody was on him like flies on fruit. I'll say something else, but we don't have a bleep button. But it was funny, but boy, that guy, they don't take that stuff lightly anymore.
You are correct.
And
it's interesting you say that because I believe it was 2 seasons ago I was at a Phillies game. We typically sit out right above the Phillies bullpen and had the same thing. Guy came in from, it was actually about midway down between first base and the right field wall, came in, ran across the field, got over to about left center field, and then lots of guys swarming him, tackling him. It was unique. And then we were actually there for the whole Phillies series, and what was actually funny about it is the next day Fredbird came out without his jersey on. They played Ray Stevens the Streak, and he ran across the field, so that was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, but, you don't see that, and then they don't show that stuff on TV anymore because they don't want to give these people their 15 minutes of fame, or 15 seconds in this case.
Right.
But I was wondering, where did this guy come from? Were his friends down there in the front row? And then what'd they do with his clothes?
Yeah. Well,
they hauled him off in nothing but underwear. I mean, nothing. No shoes, no socks. And they walked him from third base line all the way over to the first base line, and then they took him up the bleachers and out. So it was something else.
Well, I saw the story at the Phillies game. I saw the story in the paper the next day, and the guy had said he had basically lost a bet with a friend. They'd had too much to drink, and the friend bet him, "Oh, you won't do it." And sure enough, he did.
And big old fine later, and some jail time.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't know if they consider that a felony.
I have no
idea.
idea.
But I know they've cracked down on that pretty big. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of neat.
Little video of him getting tackled at the game.
That's at Philly?
Yeah, no, that's at St. Louis.
Oh, St.
Phillies
Louis.
are in town, and you can see everyone swarming on him. And
swarming on him and hauling him out of there. So he probably spent a night in jail and
absolutely.
Woke up the next day with a headache thinking, what did I just do? College football going on today.
It is big day in college football.
Big day, and one of the biggest games that I can think of. I don't know how long this rivalry's been going on, but Michigan and Notre Dame, today will be the last time they play each other.
Really?
For a long time.
Oh.
They didn't renew that contract. Why, I don't know. But that's been a game every year that people look forward to.
Oh, yeah. 2 powerhouse programs that are not all that far apart geographically.
Right. And, you got number 4 versus number 6. And I don't know. Illinois takes on Western Kentucky today. Illinois 1-0, looking to improve to 2-0. The local boys had a pretty good game last week, I guess. Wes Lunt and the kid from Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch any of the game, just kind of hearsay how it went. So hopefully they can pick up where they left off this week against Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, they usually always have a solid program. I know they do in basketball. But it should be a good game, and I think it's at Illinois, isn't it?
I believe it is, yes.
Let's see who else here we got.
And while you're researching, as always, want to send a special thanks to the Hampton Inn, Lincoln Hampton Inn Hotel on Lincoln's west side, for providing our fresh coffee and pastries this morning. Call Lincoln Hampton Inn Hotel at 732-6729 and enjoy all the amenities, including a free hot breakfast.
Heck yeah, and they week in, week out, they bring us the coffee, the pastries, and we do appreciate that. Also, you can check out all the everything we do on Channel 5.
Comcast.
Channel 5. I couldn't think of the channel there for a second. Wow. Also online, you can watch everything we've done at WLCNonline.com.
Well, not everything.
Well, everything.
I don't know if they want to see any. Well, I don't know if they want to see anything, but if they're bored,
there's a lot of bored people out there.
But yeah, that is available. The cheap seat show, the regular football games,
all kind. they have their Wednesday show. What's that called? Viewpoint. That's on there. And
WLCNonline.com.
Just everything that little digital camera records. See?
Very nicely done. You can be educated.
Yeah, it's they put it online, and Jim takes a lot of time to do all that. Edit it.
It's not just magic. It does take some behind-the-scenes work. That's absolutely true.
I'm trying to find some other games going on here, but they don't just. They got like a million of them.
Yeah.
There's nothing that really stands out except for that Notre Dame, Michigan.
Yeah.
You know, all these big schools, they play all these little schools at the beginning of the year, just because they don't get a preseason.
Right.
And it kind of just gets them.
Want to start out with
another Michigan State at Oregon. That'd be a good one. That kind of stands out. But yeah, they play these little schools. These little schools, believe it or not, they get money for this. They pay them to come in and play.
Absolutely.
And that, accounts for a lot of stuff that they get to do as far as expenses during the year. So, when you have a Rice come in and play in Notre Dame, they're getting millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, and it's got to help recruiting wise too. That come sign with us, and we played this national powerhouse last year, and maybe you'll be on TV or whatever. So it helps the big schools like it, because if all goes according to plan, they will start out with a win. But it does help out the little schools to give them a little more recognition and exposure as well.
Absolutely. Bears. Any Bears fans out there? Who's going to win tomorrow? Give us a tweet. Chicago at home against Buffalo. Finally get to see, because everything's up in the air right now. We don't know what kind of team the Bears have. We know they have a high-powered offense. We don't know what their defense is going to be like because we haven't seen them as a whole unit. Tomorrow's going to be the first time we get to see that. Give us a tweet on your thoughts. Who's going to win the game? By how much? Hopefully, it's all Bears. But you just don't know. Buffalo, they got a solid defense.
Yeah, they do. They're not. There's not quite as much parity in the league as there was maybe a few years ago. But it's, at least on paper right now, and everyone, for the most part, looks like they have the tools to be competitive. And
now you look at, the last time the, fans got to really see the Bears on what they have was the third preseason of the game against Seattle. Well, we all know what Seattle looks like now. Thursday night against the Packers, they just look like they picked up where they left off. They are a solid team, but as they say, the best team at the beginning season doesn't always end up to be the best team at the end of the season.
That's true. Yeah.
Because right now you look at they're healthy. And then down the road next year, they're going to lose some salary cap because they're going to have to pay Russell Wilson.
Right.
So right now, Seattle has everything going for them. They're healthy. They're under the salary cap because of Russell Wilson. They're not paying him diddly.
Right.
And that kind of, I don't know, but he's stuck in a contract. But he'll become up for a free agent, I believe, next year.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
But man, they just made Green Bay look silly. And Green Bay, they lost two. I don't know if they've lost them, but they lost their left guard, Beluga or whatever his name is, something like that. And then Eddie Lacy had concussion.
Right.
So he's going through them steps right now. So he could miss a couple of games if he doesn't pass the concussion tests, which are pretty high intense tests, I guess.
They're pretty rigorous right now.
Yeah, it's not just shake it off and get back out there anymore. You got to go through and pass all these. They do a pre-test at the beginning of the season. I don't know how it works, but they do the same thing for high school and all sports. They do this pre-concussion testing, and then if something other happens, you got to go back to compare it to what the answers were before.
Right, compare it to the baseline.
How long it takes.
We do have a prediction for the Bears game that was just sent to us. And I don't know if I can do the voice or not. Bears 206, Bills 2.
That's pretty good.
That was from Jake Johnston.
The furniture man.
The furniture guy.
What was that final?
206-2.
206?
Yeah, 206 points to 2. I'm not sure how they got the safety, but Maybe they were just throwing him a bone there or something.
Maybe Cutler wasn't ready for the snap or something. I don't know.
And Ditka 745.
Well, I like that. Is that going to happen? Probably not.
Well, probably not quite.
But if it does, Jake, Kirby and Kirby will take you out for supper. How's
we will,
that?
and Kirby's buying.
Yes. We just didn't say which one.
Yeah.
Well, we got about a minute left, Lloyd. Any last nuggets or tidbits we need to let our listeners know?
If you want to keep up to date on the scores of the Railer game today, once again, hop on Twitter, WLCN Sports. I'll be tweeting the scores and any little tidbits or interesting information that happens during the game. Hopefully we go down and get the game in good field conditions, and we shall see what happens.
Yeah, 11 o'clock kickoff. Not sure what time pregame's going to start. I say they're probably not going to have much of a pregame,
right?
As far as on air. So just tune in at 11, and they'll bring you play-by-play action. Lloyd's going to bring you the video. They supply you with an umbrella. Did you have an umbrella last night?
I had an umbrella. I had a Phillies poncho thing, which actually I needed at the previous game out at Hanlon Field when we got rained on in the later part of the game.
Well, make sure you take care of that camera, because it's not cheap, and they'd probably rather you get ruined than the camera.
Yeah, so I can understand
put that poncho over the camera. And
it's cheaper to replace me than it is the camera. So
That's right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we're going to cut this program short because we got to get separate ways here. We got a lot of things going on today. Football game at 11. Big Daddy Jim and Laura, the prize girl, will be at the 30th Annual Kenny Fall Festival from 11 to 1. There's lots of food, fun, and things to do there, so get on out, see them, or tune in. Well, you can go there and tune into the radio, too, so do two things at once.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening to the Cheap Seats. I'm Scott Kirby along with Loyd Kirby. We'll be back next week from Jake's.
You are correct, sir. Yes.
Yes. And I don't know if he's going to have any furniture specials, but
yes, big furniture deals.
Yes.
You are correct.
Buy
sir.
one, get one, BOGO. How's that? We'll make something up for him.
Yeah, sure. He'll love you for it.
All right. This is Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM and streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com.